Namaste, and welcome to your pregnancy yoga series with Body Talk. I'm Katy Appleton, the founder and director of Apple Yoga. Today's flow we're going to be doing with a chair, conducive for women in their third trimester. However, anyone can do this flow. So we're going to take the foot up onto the chair and widen the underneath leg. Take a breath, inhale. And as you exhale, squat down, bend the knee over the foot. You can hold the back of the chair for support, inhaling to lift, and again, exhaling, squatting down. Or you can even place your hand on the thigh or the chair in front. And we're just going to do that a few more times, breathing in to lift up. And when you go down, just breathe easily. So we're using the chair again, because our bodies are changing quite dramatically in this stage of trimester, for support and balance. And these squatting movements, as you can see, can help open the pelvic outlet, the bony pelvis, just making us a little more aware of, again, the area of the birth. Last time, inhaling and exhaling. Coming up out of the position. And we're going to take a little bit of a side bend flow. So take the arm up and out, inhale. And then bend over to the side, exhale. You can rest your elbow against the thigh and root it down to lift the sternum up, to stretch right over. Continue to breathe. Nose or mouth to exhale. And then come back up, and we're going to turn to the front leg. Make sure your standing leg is right underneath your hip so you feel stable. And then take your hips square to the front here. Hug in a little to support yourself and your ligaments and pelvis. And then take the hand over the leg and we're going to twist. So bring the arm forwards and up on the in-breath. Lift away from your baby, create space, and take the arm back as you exhale. If you feel balanced, you can move your head as well. If not, just keep the face forwards so you have a steady gaze. To help stabilize, keep hugging your outer hips, this area, towards the midline. And that'll help prevent any wobbling. Excellent. Take one last one. In breath. And nose or mouth out breath. Simply. Let's go to the other side. So squats first. Inhalation. Through the nose, exhale nose or mouth in prenatal yoga. And you may not go as far as I am, and that's totally fine. Go with what feels excellent in your body, really intuitive to your body's needs. Importantly, keep the knee over the foot though. And we're really opening up the pelvis here. When squatting, there's about 30% less distance. So it's a good thing to remember potentially in the second stage of labour when you're birthing your baby to perhaps be on a squatting position as there's less distance for the baby to come down. Last time, in breath. Nose or mouth out breath. And use your hand on the chair, somewhere that feels supported, and on your thigh, making sure that knee is right over the toe so we're not distorting the knee joint. Come up out of the position and turn towards your front leg. Again, hop in a little bit so the foot is right underneath your hip, and then bring your hips square to the front. Hug in. So notice how I'm hugging in. Hug the outer hips in, and then that lifts you away from your pelvis, giving you more space for your baby. And then take the hand over the thigh. Press into the leg, lift the arm forwards and up. Inhalation, and then keep that lift as you exhale all the way around the back. Remember, if you're feeling a little unbalanced today, keep your eyes forwards. Keep this leg strong, so we're toning it and strengthening it. A couple more of those circles. In breath. So we're nourishing the nervous system as we're twisting, we're toning the waist. Out breath and making this your last one. Well done. So the last part of the flow, we're going to sit down. When sitting, lift the sit bones up and back, bend the knees, have a wider position for your feet, particularly if you're in your later trimester, and have your feet flat on the floor. We're going to work with a pose called Pigeon, or Eka Pada Raj Kapotasana in Sanskrit, rather a long name. This is going to open up the outside and the inside of the hip, and it will probably bring quite a lot of sensation in the body. So we're going to use the breath to help move into that sensation and dilute it and dissolve it, a little bit like a contraction. So taking the foot closer in, lift the leg up, hold on to the foot or ankle and bring it across. It may need a little bit more of a maneuver than I just demonstrated to get that foot up. And then flex the foot really well. This helps keep stability in the knee joint, press out through the heel so it's not relaxed. Makes everything safe. You can hold on to the back of your chair, root the foot down into the floor and lift the sternum up, breathe in. And you'll probably start to feel the stretch at the outside of the hip. It really varies body to body. Some people will feel this a lot, and some people won't feel this much because of the relaxin in your body right now, the hormone that makes everything a little bit more stretchy. You can take it a little further by bending forwards. Whew. Good, breathing. And just getting used to sensation. So we create mental strength to stay with sensation in the body in preparation for birth. Let's do that to the other side. Take the foot to the floor, bring it to the midline a little, lift the other leg up, hold on to the heel, ankle, and bring the foot across. Knee over foot, flex this foot, vitally important for the stability and well-being of the knee joint. And again, you can hold on to the back of the chair, press down to lift the sternum up, and you'll get a good stretch. Heel presses outwards. This may be plenty, so stay here and just work with the breath, making friends with the sensation that's in your body rather than fighting with it. Use your exhalation to release into it. And if you want to go deeper, to meet that sensation further, start to tip forwards. You can stay holding onto the chair, however you could place pressure onto the foot and the outside of the thigh and deepen into the position. Again, little space for your baby. And then coming all the way back up to the center, inhaling and releasing down. So freedom in the outside of the hips, really good for the lower back to release it. So the last part of this flow is what we call in yoga Kriya techniques. A Kriya is a repeated movement, and this is helping to create mental strength and endurance in preparation for your labor. So we're going to move the fingertips outwards and then circle the wrist joint. Continue to do this action. This is also excellent if you use a computer a lot to warm up the forearms and these little tiny muscles around the forearms. So little finger all the way through and then circle the wrist joint. And just to make it pretty, we're going to take the arms up like we're playing the castanets. Equally, it's going to create a little bit more inside the shoulder joint. We're going to keep going with this. So one round doesn't feel like much, but I'm going to ask you to do a couple of rounds, and you'll probably start to feel a burning sensation in your forearms. So you can visualize that that could be a surge or a contraction. And how are you going to deal with that sensation that's coming into your body right now? Are you going to stop the breath? Or can you breathe into that sensation as it's happening in your body? Greeting it, making friends with it. It soon will be over, I promise. Good. And then we continue. The arms go down and up. Again, this Kriya technique, this repeated movement, just moving through the body and staying with the breath. I know, we've got a little while longer. Breathing in and out. So you'll probably feel this around the shoulders and underneath the arms. Excellent for toning up the arms, holding little people, which get very heavy, I believe. very quickly in life, so creating stability and strength in the shoulder girdle area, whilst also working with sensation in the body and creating mental strength in preparation for that. And the last part of this, I call this Swan Lake arms. So the arms go all the way up, in breath, and then all the way down, out breath. All the way up, in breath, all the way down, out breath, and just freeing up the shoulders. You'll probably be feeling them quite a lot right now. Good, toning the arms. Last one. Well done, ladies. And releasing the hands, palms up. Full breath in. Exhale through the mouth, twice more. Releasing, letting go, last time. Truly well done. Namaste. Take the hands onto your hips and step your leg backwards. So it's about one of your legs' length apart, and you want your heels to be in alignment, just for stability.